together, we stand tall, like when they made that stance out of Stonewall.
Hello and welcome to Reading Reddit. Happy Pride Month. It is June. It is the high homo holidays, as Debbie from Queers Folk said, and I absolutely love that. So this one, I am going to share this story here, and it's from some e-cards, but it is from a Reddit post here, and in a few seconds I will go to the background here. But what I'm going to say first is that I think that people who try to use holidays as a way to reconcile, I think is full of crap. So here we go. We're going to kick the story off now, and it is titled, "Am I the asshole for not accepting my father's gesture of turning up at Pride?" My father, 60, and I, 29 male, have low contact relationship. We do not spend time together or communicate at all, apart from small stuff and talk when I'm at home, and he and my mom, 56, are still together, and I have a good relationship with her. I am gay, and me and my mom went to the local Pride recently. She has taken part in a parade before and enjoyed it. We spent a couple hours there, then she said she was going to walk home and leave me to meet friends. I was surprised when my father showed up to pick up my mom. He's always been very homophobic, and I couldn't imagine him coming near an event like this. Aside from the homophobia, he simply just was not a good father to me. He never showed love or spent time with me, and I can count the kind things he did for me on one hand. Due to also being a racist, misogynic, xenophobic, and generally hateful, he is just a bad person. This, combined with a lot of bullying and emotional abuse from when I was small, is why I choose not to have a relationship with him. A few days passed, and I spoke to my brother, 37, on the phone. He was similar to my father growing up, including bullying me. We've since healed the relationship by him changing and apologizing for his past behavior. We're not super close, but speak once a month. He has a good relationship with my father. My brother said he had something to tell me, that he had spoken to my father, who had broken down in tears, that he has tried endlessly to repair his relationship with me, but nothing he can do is good enough. Apparently, turning up at Pride, saying hello, and immediately leaving was his way of accepting me and trying to have a relationship with me. I don't believe it. I am not open to the idea that he has changed because he is still an emotionally abusive and manipulative piece of shit to my mom. He has also never said anything to me at all that would hint he was trying to make amends, including on the day of Pride. So when I talked to my mom about this, she said she didn't know he was upset, but mentioned that a few years ago. I was getting married, but broke up beforehand, and he wasn't invited to the wedding. When they had a fight, she said something along the lines of, "There's no wonder our son doesn't want you at his wedding or in his life," and he got the most upset she'd seen him in years. My brother said it's on me to reach out and begin to heal the relationship. I flat out said no. He was outraged and said that I was an asshole for not caring. But I don't care. I simply don't. I've had therapy for years and accepted that I don't have a father in my life. Some childhood friends agree with my brother because whenever they've met my father, he's been polite, never seeing what happened behind closed doors. Some of my gay friends said they'd love to be able to mend relationships with their fathers, and I'm lucky. So, am I the asshole for not doing anything with my father's gesture? Alright, so here are two comments, but we got a lot here. So, Direct Light said, "Agreed. I am no contact with my father, and he is not a raging bigot, just an asshole. You don't have any more obligation to repair things with family than with anyone else. They don't get more of a free pass to treat you like crap because they're your family. It should be the exact opposite." And then he goes into his personal story here. "My dad is a pillar of his community. Well-liked, successful. He's also a covert narcissist. No one knows what goes down behind closed doors but us. If I told anyone what he did for me to go no contact, they'd probably tell me I'm overreacting. Most of his actions can be explained as a heat of the moment thing, a human mistake. They don't know his patterns. the subtle abuses, what he really means when he makes a surface level commitment, the fact that he is incapable of offering a genuine apology for having caused hurt or harm. He does exactly what OP's dad is doing, offering meaningless platitudes so the ball is in our court, just enough that other people will be like, "Oh, but he made a gesture," and make you feel cold and hard for not reaching out or giving them credit. But he never ever addresses or apologizes for what he's actually done to harm the relationship in the first place. And if you do go back and forgive him, he'll only do the exact same shit again. You get to a point where you either go no contact or keep beating yourself up for falling for it. You can bet OP doesn't get all the tears and apologies and sincere feelings because that would mean OP wins. He'd have to apologize. He'd have to change. He wouldn't gain anything by it except an actual relationship with his kid, but it took me a long time to realize that's not what my dad actually ever wanted or would actually have tried to have. OP isn't speaking to his dad because he's an asshole to people. Because dad is an asshole to people. All he has to do is be in OP's life is stop being an asshole to people. Picking up his wife from an event he didn't attend doesn't have anything to do with anything at all. And why are people like him so consistently able to convince everyone that it does? And then here is a person who responded to that bunch of numbers. Not the asshole. Showing up to pick up your mother is not a gesture of reconciliation, and neither is using your brother to guilt you to accepting it. A gesture would be him coming to you and asking what he could do to heal the relationship. Also, a direct, explicit apology would not be a bad first step. Him just showing up to pick up your mother, breaking down in tears at home, and letting your brother call you is about the most passive-aggressive way of trying to reconcile that I have ever heard. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Yeah, if the dad wanted to reconcile, he would have done it. He would have figured a way to do it that isn't just the bare minimum, half-assed wave at pride and a go. And the brother is being played, but then again, this is another scapegoat versus golden child thing, and they love to see that happening. So, yeah, this is some Bolshevik. Stop using. I mean, this wasn't even the father using this activity to reconcile. It was just. It was nothing. It was nothing. All right. See you soon. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Reading Reddit.